Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukarkadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say Shabbat Shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson of the news article that I'm about to bring out. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, and it reads, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Matthew 24 and 7, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." And this is a news article from NBCnews.com, and it reads, "Russia to deploy Slovakia." It's a It says Russia to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. In July, Putin says everything is going according to plan. The Russian leader told Belarusian President Alexander Lensko was discussing the planned nuclear deployment on Friday. And this article was published June the 9th, 2023 at 8:12 a.m. by Reuters. It says Russia will start deploying tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus after a special storage facility are ready on July the 7th and through July 8th. President Vladimir Putin said on Friday Moscow's first moved such bombs outside Russia since the fall of the Soviet Union, more than 15 months into the biggest land war in Europe since World War II. Putin says the United States and the Western allies are pumping arms into Ukraine as part of an expanding proxy war aimed at bringing Russia to its knees. It says Putin in March announced he wanted to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, an apparent warning to the U.S. and led NATO military alliance over its support for Ukraine. Leading NATO countries said they will support Ukraine and help it defend itself for as long as it takes for what Kyiv cast as a imperial-style land grab by Russia, which threatens the survival of the Ukrainian state. Everything is going according to plan, Putin told Belarusian President Alexander Lensko when discussing the planned nuclear deployment during the talks at the Russian leader's Black Sea summer retreat in Sochi. Preparation from the relevant facility ends on July the 7th through the 8th and will immediately begin activities relating will immediately begin activities related to the deployment of the appropriate types of weapons on your territory, Putin says, according to the Kremlin's transcripts of his remarks. Lensko said, "Thank you, Vladimir Rich, if I pronounced that right." It says Putin 70 cast the war as a battle for Russia's own survival in the face of what he says it's an ever-expanding NATO. He warned the West and Moscow will not back down. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says Ukraine will not rest However, until every last Russian soldier is ejected from his country, which he wants to join NATO as soon as possible. It says Putin nuclear movement is being watched closely by both the United States and its NATO allies in Europe and by China, which which repeatedly cautioned against the use of nuclear weapons in the conflict. And it says after 1991, the fall of the Soviet Union, the United States and Russia worked hard to return to the vast Soviet nuclear arsenal, then also deployed a new independent republics such as Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Belarus to Russia. Only the United States has so far the use of nuclear weapons in anger in the 1945 attacks on the Japanese cities of Hiro and Nagasaki. So yeah, this is a part of wars and rumors of wars. While you have the Russian-Ukraine situation going on, those escalations are increasing now, so more than ever. And then you got Belarus and Russia allies with each other, going against the increasing tensions of the NATO, of its armies in the Western countries and the United States as well too, and Ukraine. So you got escalations of that as well too. So those are prime examples of increasing of a nation should rise against nation and wars and rumors of wars as well too. As this recent story just came out, as I would say like last month, Russia and Belarus signed documentations of the soon to come deployment of nuclear weaponry is going to be deployed over there in Belarus. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar and shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim scattered in the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say Shabbat Shalom.